That was really close. Hi, everybody. Just doing a little car scope here while I wait for my son to get out of school. Hi there, my name is Lori Joy, and I'm owner of Busy Mom in Training. But I have to tell you about some weird experience that I seem to be having lately, and I wonder if any of you that are watching this scope either live, thanks for joining, or on the replay, have ever had the same experience. Okay, now this has happened to me twice. I want to say in the last month. So books are kind of jumping out and speaking to me. So I have an education background. I'm a professor and educator for a number of years, and I've just recently, in the past couple of years, have stepped out and have been doing Busy Mom in Training. And so I've always been a big fan of books, and I'm a voracious reader and learner, and it comes naturally, and I really, really enjoy it. So I don't know how many of you are readers out there for either self-help or self-development, but my time in the reading that I used to do, the majority of it was for my education career. So I would read books that would help me with obviously what I was going to do in the classroom and then help my students. But in the last couple of years, I've been kind of on the self-development kick, and it's amazing. So I don't know how many of you invest in your self-development as an entrepreneur. I think it's really, really important. Yes. And it's life-changing. That's awesome, Wendy. If you can maybe even put in, how weird would this be? Before I even tell you the books, if you would put in maybe the last self-development book that you've read that was awesome, because maybe I haven't read it and I need to. So what's been happening to me lately is I've run into a number of books and I keep seeing them and they keep popping up to me, and I read them or I pick them up and I look at them, I'll read the back. And then the last two that this has happened to me with, or this kind of been freaky, I've read them, I put them back, or I've seen people post about them in Facebook or on Instagram, and I, look them up on Amazon, or I see them in a chapters, or where my favorite place to see books is, and pick them up and touch them and peruse them, because I love new books, is at the airport. And so you know how they always have the book stands, and you're always loving it because people are buying a new book. GoPro, The Journey to Believable, the one thing. Wendy, GoPro, I always think of GoPro as Eric Worre. This is not an Eric Worre book, is it? His GoPro? So if this isn't the Eric Worre book, I have not read it. Oh, it is. It is. Yeah. Amazing, amazing book. If you're in network marketing and you haven't read GoPro, life-changing, life-changing book. So cool. So this summer, I was in the airport, and I was looking at the books in the airport. It's something I love to do as a book lover. And I came across a book called The Magic Art of Tidying Up. And I don't know if I'm screwing that up, but it's by Marie Kondo. And it's a book, and it's popular now. I see it popping up everywhere after I've read it, about literally decluttering your life. And I picked up the book many times, and I've read it, and I put it down, and I picked up the book, and I've read it, and I put it down, or read the back. But this particular summer, what I did is I picked up the book at the beginning of the summer. I was traveling. I bought it. While my family and I were on road trips this summer, I read it because it's a short book. It's a small read. So I sat in the back. I'm in my car right now. My son would watch his movie on one side. I would read the book on the other. And this book has changed my life. I went to town when I got home from our road trip in August, and I literally changed everything in my house. I organize from top to bottom. And if you live in a little bit of clutter or a little bit of excess, you know that, for me anyway, it gives me anxiety. And at this point, I have a 5-year-old son who has Lego, and he's an only child and an only grandchild. Organization Nut. Wendy, you have to get this book. So when my son starts bringing Lego into the house, it's just more and more and more. And he gets it for his birthday and he gets it for Christmas. And like I said, he's the only grandchild. So sometimes he'll go over to his grandparents and just get it for no reason. So all of a sudden I read this book, my clothes, like I can actually go into my closet and pick top here, pants here, shirt here, blazer here. I know where everything is and I walk out the door. I can literally go in and be in and out dressed, pick an outfit in less than 5 minutes. That is amazing because I used to sit there and sift through piles of clothes that would just be like dumped on a chair, or in my case, it was the ironing board. And it was unbelievable how this book has changed my life. It has changed my life. It has changed my home. It has changed the way I think, the way I do. So Marie Kondo, it's the magic art of tidying up. She even has YouTube videos on how to fold your clothes. Like once you get into the book and you see, you can go to YouTube videos and watch her videos about folding the clothes. Unreal. But this is the second one that this has happened to me. This is called You Are a Badass. I love that. You Are a Badass. How to Stop Doubting Your Greatness and Start Living an Awesome Life by Jen Sincero. I think that's how you say her name. I hope I'm not saying it wrong. So I have seen this book for years. And the first time I saw it was on the Facebook page of a girlfriend of mine who had bought it and was reading it. And I've seen it pop up here and there, And I haven't been ready. I'm not about the way I fold clothes and everything. Oh, okay. Well then, Wendy, then you and Marie Kondo are on the same thing. So this particular book I have seen, and it has come in and out of my life for years. Okay. And the reason I think that these books I've seen them and I've been resonating with them, and then I'm finally picking them up, is because, like the Marie Kondo one, I was ready to get rid of the excess in my life. I was ready to be done with it. I was over it. I said to my husband, if I don't clean out this house and get rid of this excess, I have to relocate. I really do. I really had to go and live someplace else until it was all done. And so I did it before school started. But this particular book is speaking to me right now because I really, truly think I'm in the space and in the mindset to be my #badass, my badass self. Oh yeah. So I went to go order a book for somebody else at Chapters, and I saw this book on Facebook and I need to get it. And so now I opened it, and I want to read you the chapters that are in here. It's unreal. So Wendy, if you're ready to be badass, and Mar, another book on the list, but this is for you. So part 3 is how to tap into the mother load. And it's just, I'm reading this and I'm like, mother, busy mom in training, Okay, Wendy, we're all going to read this book and become badass selves. So chapter 10 is on meditation. It's meditation 101. So I've just recently added meditation into my life. Okay. So again, speaking to me. Chapter 12 or 11 is Your Brain is Your Bitch. Okay, I already love this girl because if she's dropping the B word or she's dropping an F-bomb, she's going to be my best friend. I just love it. I resonate with her already. And I have been huge into mindset. Okay, so I'm ready for it. The next one is Lead with Your Crotch. Let's not even go there, okay, because it's Periscope and I need to keep it PG. Chapter 13 is Give and Let Give. And I've been really focusing on giving to my community, giving to others. My whole year this year has been about gratitude. And so every week I write a handwritten letter and I send it out to someone in my life and I tell them how grateful I am to have them. And I've been doing it since the beginning of January, and my year is almost done, and I'm going to do it again next year. So I'm ready for Give and Let Give. Gratitude, again, the gateway drug to awesomeness. Perfect. Forgive or Fester, which is another one. And then the next chapter is Loosen Your Bone, Wilma. Okay, so I just had to Periscope about this, and I'm going to post this someplace else about how books have been speaking to me lately. So Marie Kondo's and her organization and her excess and how I was ready to accept it. And Jen Cicero's, you know, You Are a Badass, and just about getting ready to shift your life to another level, and just like getting it done. She's like, create a life you totally love and create it now. And I am so ready. And so I just think it's wild. And how many of us see these little hints in our life every day and just kind of glaze over or don't pay attention. And so when I say that books are speaking to me, it's totally blowing my mind. And I love it. And I wanted to share it. And, you know, Wendy, if you read the Badass book, and Marlo, you're on here, if you read the Badass book, like, just devour it and sink your teeth into it. Because a lot of times I will read a book, or I'll start to read a book, and then, you know, it doesn't get finished. But I'm on a mission to become badass, and I'm putting this out to you ladies and gents, if any of you are watching out there who also want to become badass, to watch for those subtle hints that you get in your life. Let things come to you and be open and speak to you, because you never know when something's going to pop up and you're going to be ready to embrace it. So thank you for joining me. Look for those little clues in your life that are popping up, and when you're ready, just sink your teeth and go for it. Balls to the wall, lady. Badass. I love it. Everybody have a great day and take care, and we'll see you soon. Ciao, ciao.